Okay. We'll make it through this. Hi guys, I'm Anarchy, bringing you the chaos.
And I'm Goblin, Ian Green.
And welcome to Nerd Talk, and we're nerds, and we're talking. And today we're going to be discussing Zack Snyder's Ben Affleck Batman versus Christopher Nolan's Christian Bale Batman.
Dear Blade, I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Ben Affleck is a great actor, I'm sorry. He's been in so many good movies recently, and he hasn't stopped. And he's probably, if you ask anyone, the best part about Batman vs Superman. Like that was all the Christian talked about was how good that Batman was. And it was good. And then there's Christian Bale, the guy with the fucking mole on his eye.
Mole.
Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, first, bland performance, low energy. He didn't have the stamina.
I'll give him this. He's able to get skinny and big really fast. My thing is, Christian Bale could have played a good Batman. He looks the part of Bruce Wayne, and he looks the part of Batman. He totally looks like he could play a Batman.
Of course.
And he was buff enough to play Batman, too. I mean, maybe not as buff as Ben Affleck. But he totally looked like he could play it. It's just... Oh!
Real quick. So Batman Begins is pretty telling of how much the Christian Bale Batman really does suck ass. Now, here's the deal. They go against the very morals that Batman has that they set up.
Yeah.
They set up these morals.
Yeah, they set up morals, and they don't even follow them.
Example, okay? Apparently, people seem to forget that the moment he decided he won't kill anyone was when he was told to, alright? And he said, I'm no executioner. And then he blows up a pagoda and kills a bunch of ninjas and prisoners that are stuck in bars and can't get out.
Those are people. People. I will not kill people.
So he just said he's not an executioner, and yet he executed everyone.
So, what the fuck? Why are people so pissed about Ben Affleck killing?
Like out of the gate, he's already contradicted himself already. And no one notices this. And no one calls it out, but it's true. It's a pile of shit.
Also, he kills way more in his movies than Ben Affleck does in the Batman vs Superman.
I'll give the fucking duration of the ninja fucking explosion thing. That was pretty much that was like double the body count of fucking Ben Affleck.
Yeah, and people are going to be like, well, what about when he was fighting in the desert? That's a dream.
That's a dream sequence. So
as far as we know, that was a dream. So it didn't even count as him killing.
Or a vision of the past.
Or, a vision of the future. Can't really be mad.
It's vision of the past.
Now, also, there's just so many problems. The voice, too.
That was horrible. No, even people who like Christian Bale's Batman will say that his voice was trash.
Holy
and
fuck.
It was horrible. It was unneeded. It was crap.
And you know what the sad part is?
What?
In The Dark Knight Rises, he actually does a Batman voice. You know when he visits Gordon in the hospital with the black mask on? He talks in a gritty, kind of normal Christian Bale voice, and it works.
No, he's
It's so fucking stupid. Okay, costume.
Okay, so first, again, we've brought up multiple times, black on black does not work. I'm sorry.
Why is it black? I don't get it. What is the point of an emblem? Just give him, you might as well just give him a fucking black jumpsuit, okay?
Yeah.
No one will be able to see, especially since Batman's always in the shadows. So, with Ben Affleck's Batman, you know what they gave him? The fucking Batman costume. The gray suit with the bat. And it wasn't heavily armored. It didn't need to look military. I mean, military look is kind of cool once in a while. But I mean, he looked like Batman.
And also, I'd like to point out, Batman's cape is a large portion of the costume, and it can be used to cover up the body. Yeah. And it's black. The cape is black.
It's black also.
It's all, he can use the cape and hide in a corner with the cape over, that. Because his head is still black, so it's fine. I mean, again, if he wants to strike fear into the citizens of Gotham, he can give himself, an emblem.
You're basing it off of comic books, so you gotta follow comic book continuity. It's like when Deadpool got his mouth sewn up, and he didn't get his suit. That's pretty much what it is. Did you know Nolan didn't even want to call Batman in the movies? He wanted to call him the Knight.
That's gay.
Because he didn't want to follow the comic books, and he didn't want it to sound so cartoony.
Then don't make
so he wasn't even going to call him Batman. He was going to call him the Knight.
Then don't make a comic movie. I'm sorry.
But Warner Brothers was like, no, you're not allowed. You have to call him Batman. That's why the second movie's called The Dark Knight. And that's why the third movie's called The Dark Knight Rises. Barely anyone calls him Batman in the movie. It's like the Catwoman thing.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, so yeah. The biggest problem with... So to sum this all up, the biggest problem with the Christian Bale Batman is the voice, the look, ethics that contradict each other constantly. He clearly forgets that he's killed everyone.
Yeah. He's got deja vu or some shit.
Yeah, I know. And just, you know... those are the reasons why he sucks. I'm sorry. He can't even hold his morals together, ever. Like, even from the get-go. Costume is shit. Voice is shit. And also, the director is shit. I'm sorry. But Christopher Nolan is not a good director. Memento is good. Everything else after that sucks. Sorry, Alcatraz. Sorry, Alcatraz. I didn't like Inception, so whatever.
I gotta check that out. See. But, like...
And the thing that makes Ben Affleck's Batman superior in pretty much every way is he looks like Batman, first of all. Buff, strong. And he also looks like the comic book they're basing him off of. A buff, strong, older man. Right? He doesn't have the same set of morals that he does in normally because he's broken. He's old. He's broken. He's been in Gotham forever. That's what everyone seems to forget about this Batman, is it's an old, experienced Batman who has been broken by the loss of one of his sidekicks. So, of course, he's going to lash out and kill. After all, he's human, isn't he? And third, his voice is good.
Yeah.
His voice is way better.
The voice modulator is such a good idea.
Works way better. And you know what's funny is the voice modulator sounds better than Christian Bale's shitty voice. Meanwhile, Christian Bale's over here going, and of course, it's like...
There's also the characters that surround Bale's Batman, too. None of the characters work. Except for Gordon. Gordon is like the one character that's on Batman's side that works. All Ben Affleck Batman allies, they work. Alfred from Ben Affleck Batman is good.
Yeah. Well, let's compare Alfred's real quick. Okay, so,
What comparison? There is
so here's the deal. So, my biggest issue is that he doesn't seem like a mentor. He just kind of seems like a fucking crutch for Batman. Like, Alfred, help me! I can't figure anything out by myself. I understand if he was really young.
Yeah.
I get it. But, like, when he's, like, 30 and he's been Batman for like a year or whatever, and he's still being like, oh, no. And then, of course, the fact that Alfred's dialogue was pure shit.
AIDS.
It was all irrelevant stories that were used to basically drive a basic point of, like, the insanity of man, and he was trying to be all Shakespearean and shit. And
they overcomplicated Alfred so much when he was talking. They made his lines way too overcomplicated from what he actually needed to say. Jeremy Irons' Alfred was straight to the point.
Yeah.
He made sense. He didn't drag on or take too long.
He wasn't like, let me tell you about when I was in the military. Like, if I were the Christian Bale Batman, I would have shot myself in the head out of just pure boredom. And what's up with his lack of involvement in being and helping Batman, by the way?
Yeah, he doesn't.
I'm just gonna point that out. Like, the Alfred, in a lot of interpretations, most interpretations, doesn't approve of what Batman's doing, but helps him anyways.
Yeah.
And is directly involved in a lot of what Batman does.
Yeah.
In this one, it seems like he's just like, I'll bring you coffee while you're on the back computer. Yeah. It's like Alfred should be in there helping him. I mean, and the Jeremy Irons one was. And that's how Alfred's supposed to be.
For fuck's sakes.
It's not...
Like, everything about Bale's Batman is, like, wrong. There's nothing that, like... Most times, you can look at something that's horrible and pull out some good elements. But I can't think of any good elements. That, like, there's nothing that Ben Affleck's Batman did better than... nothing that Christian Bale's Batman did better than Ben Affleck. At all. Ben Affleck did everything. Like, Ben Affleck's Batman was better in every single way. Every single way. From the Batmobile that was actually the fucking Batmobile, to the suit, to the characters surrounding him. Alfred was amazing. Even the fucking Batcave was the Bat-fucking cave. And at the computer, and at the shit Batman uses.
The gadgets and stuff. Instead of this room with, like, a cube in the center that had the fucking thing under it.
Like, I'll give it this. In The Dark Knight Rises, the waterfall in the Batcave is cool, and they sort of have a Batcave, but it's kind of, there's like nothing in the back. There's like one computer and that box thing with the car on it.
Yeah, fuck off. Meanwhile, in fucking Ben Affleck's Batman, he's got all sorts of gadgets, all sorts of stuff that he's kept. Batman's supposed to keep trophies.
Yeah.
He usually does.
Well, that's what his armor's made out of. It's made out of a bunch of old metal and shit.
Yeah.
And he just built it together, and that's cool.
And also, people like to talk about, we'll get into this more, but people like to talk about the mystery behind the Heath Ledger Joker and fail to recognize the kind of mystery behind Ben Affleck's Batman.
Yeah.
Because he is a more mysterious character in Batman vs Superman. They don't explain a lot about him.
Yeah, no, they don't.
Which then people jump to the conclusion, oh, this is just Batman. This is how he is all the time.
Yeah.
Even though it's been explicitly said multiple times that this is an old, damaged Batman. It's not like a fresh Batman, like fresh out the gate, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
And that's the point. Batman is actually the more mysterious one, right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I took from that. And, you know, Batman has a right to be mysterious. You're not supposed to know who Batman is.
I would also like to quickly get the directors. It was clear that Snyder had a lot more passion for Batman and was more focused on the details, even the small ones. Like when you look in the Batcave, Batman's grapple guns, some of them have wooden handles that were actually built to make it look like Batman upgraded as he went on.
Yeah.
There was nothing like that in Nolan's at all.
Not that kind of detail. See, Zack Snyder's really good for detail.
Yeah, see, it would have been a little bit better if at least, this is so horrible, but at least when, like, Christian Bale gets the new Batsuit, you can kind of see the old one off in the distance, like maybe hung up or something.
No, I just tossed it in the trash. They both have problems, but
yeah.
Christian Bale, at least, Christian Bale's problem is that he's nothing like we expect from Batman at all in the slightest. He says something and does the opposite with no reason. At least Ben Affleck has a reason for why he kills people. Again, I've said, he's broken, he's damaged. What would you do if what basically amounted to your son got murdered and blown up in front of you? What the fuck would you do?
I mean, like, John Wick murders, like, people because... Or who was it that murdered someone because of their dog?
Yeah,
John Wick.
Yeah.
He murdered, like, a bunch of people because of his dog. It was a dog. Batman's gonna murder people if he loses his son, of course. It's, like, makes sense.
And even Alfred brings up the fact that Batman's getting darker. Everyone knows that he is. They've addressed it. They've said it in interviews. Everything to make it completely clear. This is an older, more experienced, more broken Batman, and no one seems to get that.
And other little details are like Wayne Manor being burned. It's kind of a little mystery.
Yeah. The mystery of his character that I was talking about.
Like, what happened to Wayne Manor? Did he burn it? Was he mad?
Yeah.
Also, the fact that...
Did Joker blow up Jason Todd inside of Wayne Manor?
The movie also kind of left us with thinking, is Batman an alcoholic because of all the alcohol bottles on the floor of the bedroom and stuff? And you can tell this is a broken Batman. And that's cool because Batman's never really been broken in any of the movies.
If you look hard enough, if you just have a set of eyes, you can see this completely. But it just goes over everyone's head. Because they expect him to be exactly like the Christian Bale Batman, which it shouldn't be because it's a shitty Batman.
And it's a new interpretation.
So just deal with it.
It's the actual interpretation.
And anyone making an argument that Batman doesn't kill should read literally the last 75 years of Batman comics.
Yeah. Batman used to carry a fucking pistol around. He broke someone's neck while they were taking a nap in a coffin. It was a vampire. He, like, fucking stabbed him with a stake.
But he stopped it. It's like, yeah, he stopped in, like, the 60s and shit, because that wasn't flying. They didn't know kid-friendly.
Yeah,
now they don't. Batman fucking doesn't care. He might as well kill people with the amount of ways that he fucking...
In the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel, he breaks Joker's fucking neck and stabs him in the eye with a fucking batarang.
Oh, no, Joker breaks his own neck.
Yeah, but Batman kind of...
Oh, yeah, Batman dislocated it.
There wasn't much Joker could have done.
Yeah, I know. But, like, yeah, I mean, there's been a history of Batman killing, and also this was inspired by The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
So it's going to be more dark, it's going to be more gritty, it's going to be more bloody, there's going to be a lot of old Batman stuff. And also, I appreciate the fact that they're not fucking around, they're like, yeah, this Batman kills.
Yes. They just do it. At least...
Avengers... the Avengers kill everything in sight. They don't give a shit.
They don't.
They don't care.
They really don't.
They talk about how, like, superior they are and how much how ethical they are and how much they care about people, but they just murder everyone.
I mean, like, even Tim Burton got Batman right, and he's a darker filmmaker.
Yeah, exactly. No one complained about Tim Burton's one, even though he fucking kills the Joker at the end.
I mean, like, if you watch, like, some YouTube videos and the reports made when Tim Burton was announced to be directing Batman, there was fucking hate. Oh my god. But when Tim Burton's able to do a better Batman than Nolan.
Yeah.
In like 1989.
Yeah.
Tim Burton's Batman is amazing.
Scarecrow. Let's start with Scarecrow.
Oh my god, yes.
Okay, so, first, he's supposed to be... Shut up. I wasn't going to get into that. First of all, he's supposed to be immune to his own toxin. It's just common sense.
It's just common sense.
Like,
you can also talk about Gotham Scarecrow. Compare.
Oh, yeah. The fact that it's way better written and way more explained. Yeah, I know, right?
And that, yeah, they explain how they got the fear. It's a flower. It's a flower.
It's a flower, don't worry.
Flower.
Also, I'm pretty sure the Scarecrow wouldn't really care about the League of Assassins.
Or League of Shadows. It's called the League of Shadows, and the Nolans.
I like how we're trying to be realistic. Anyways, so the Scarecrow, pretty trash. His mask looks like shit. The actor's good. That's about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any development at all. You don't understand why he's doing any of what he's doing. He's just kind of being a dick.
Yeah.
They sort of explain Blackgate and Arkham, but they just thrown aside. Because who cares about Arkham and Blackgate?
And Arkham's never mentioned again in the series.
Exactly. Nope, never. Why would you? It's not like it's an important place. So, the fear toxin shit's garbage. He's not connected to the League of Assassins. He's just trying to explain what you're doing. And also, one of Batman's biggest nemesis got fucking tased by some random...
Rachel! Also, the actor for Scarecrow was good. That's the only good thing.
Let's move on to Raish.
Don't you mean Roz?
I mean Ducard, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna go with he was probably the closest to being correct, along with the Scarecrow. But they just missed so much shit that's just completely obvious.
Where's the Lazarus Pit? Where's Talia? She wasn't even in the first movie. They could have had her start in the first movie, so she would have been an established character for The Dark Knight Rises.
Now, you might be saying, well, Raish hasn't been done in any live-action movies. He's been done in animated movies. He's been done in animated shows.
Yeah.
He's been done way better. Way, way, way better. He looks like Raish, talks like Raish, he acts like Raish. His name is pronounced correctly. But other than that, I would say they got Raish at least close to correct.
Yeah. For the most part, other than Lazarus Pit.
Yeah, other than,
Talia.
Other than the little thing called the Lazarus Pit, the immortal pit that keeps him alive for years.
And the fake Raishes. That was bullshit. Where they had like a fake out Raish.
Oh yeah, because Raish lives forever, so there's multiple.
It's not even that. It was a case someone tried to assassinate Raish, so they just assassinate a random dude.
It's bullshit.
It's stupid.
Anyways, that's retarded. Next, let's move on to the Joker.
Snickers commercial. Fucking Snickers commercial.
His costume's trash. Anyone who compliments anything done on that costume and or makeup and hair is garbage. I'm sorry. The costume looked like I went to fucking a fucking Salvation Army and got a fucking purple suit. The hair was stupid tip-dyed green. The makeup you can do at any fucking shop ever. The fucking scar shit was stupid. The voice was retarded. The face was retarded. The body was retarded. The plan was retarded. His henchmen looked okay.
Okay, there's people who are thinking right now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, that was the point, Goblin. He was supposed to be a more realistic Joker. The thing is like, Batman as a character and a universe isn't realistic. And if you try and make it realistic, then you ruin the essence of the character and the story.
It's very hard to make a universe where a giant glob of clay is realistic. Joker says in the fucking Dark Knight, he doesn't plan anything. He just does whatever. There's no plan. There's no. I mean,
Lies.
that's true. That's true for the Joker in general. Joker doesn't plan shit. His plan usually consists of, I'm gonna get some villains together. I'm gonna fuck up the city.
Yeah.
There's no like, I want to cause anarchy and break down society. He doesn't give a fuck. Why would he care?
Yeah. He
Why would the Joker even give a shit? He wouldn't, because he doesn't care.
Also, there's the Joker's so-called origin that no one kind of wrote on the spot. He's the soldiers having trouble with the war times.
Bullshit.
He was in the war and it affected him. I've never seen a soldier affected that fucking rough.
Let's just go ahead and go back to Michael Keaton's Joker real quick. The makeup, amazing job.
Yeah.
They made a fucking face pretty much.
Yeah, definitely.
Right? They had the smile, they had the energy, they had the pistol, they had the weapons, they had the gadgets, they had the look, they had the purple, they had the vibrant colors of the Joker.
I mean, like,
they had the humor, the dark humor of the Joker, they had the joy buzzer.
Yeah. He might have not been as skinny as the normal Joker, but it worked fine. It did what it needed to do.
If Joker was fat, he wouldn't give a shit either.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, fuck you, I'm fat.
He really wouldn't give a fuck. And we should also talk about Jared Leto because he's the newest incarnation of
Jared Leto. I think that Jared Leto is halfway decent, and I mean, he at least has a distinct. He at least doesn't look like he was dragged out of a dumpster at 4 a.m. covered in rat piss.
And also, like, the Joker.
He's like a.
Jared Leto has a good twist on the Joker, and he added something new to the Joker without destroying the character. No one pay attention.
Like, he tried to make the Joker his own, which involved making the Joker more modern. And of course, it makes a little more sense to be more modern. Yeah. I'm super sorry, but if we're trying to make a Batman that's a little more modern, and we're gonna have gangs like we have gangs now, he's gonna be tattooed. Yeah. He's gonna be wearing gold. He's gonna be doing that kind of shit. I'm super sorry. And by the way, the Joker wears a lot of jewelry anyway.
Yeah.
And also, he's had tattoos
in the past. He had the big dragon on his fucking back during Batman and the Boy Wonder.
Yeah, and I mean, it was very well done. Very young Joker, sure. But
also, he had his fucking origin.
Yeah, the correct origin for the Joker. Unlike, I just showed up in town and fuck you. Bad actor. I'm super sorry. And also, the reason I think he's a bad actor is because I think people like him too much and respect him too much, even though he puts in. There are method actors other than Heath Ledger that do what Heath Ledger does. Jared Leto is a great example of a method actor. Leonardo DiCaprio is a method actor.
Didn't Jared Leto go hang out in an
Yes,
asylum?
he did.
An asylum! And he got the Joker more correct.
I'm sorry, but, you know, this just has to be said. Heath Ledger is not as good of an actor as everyone paints him. Sure, he did. You know what? If I wasn't a Batman fan and I saw The Dark Knight and I was like, oh, that clown guy's cool, right?
Yeah.
That's fine, whatever. But the fact of the matter is, I've seen several Jokers. I've seen Jokers that are way better. Even, like, the Justice League action Joker's better.
Mark Hamill.
Because of Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill himself is better. The Trickster from The Flash, the old one, is better.
I think the Jokers for me go, like, Mark Hamill, Jack Nicholson, Jared Leto, and every other Joker, and then Heath Ledger.
I mean, I'm super sorry. Even Gotham does the Joker better.
And it's not even the Joker. It's not Jerome.
They shook up the Joker. According to Gotham, the Joker to them is not a person. It's an idea.
Yeah.
And I understand that Heath Ledger was trying to get that across, but for me, I couldn't see a movement going far with his shit if it wasn't him at the head of it.
Yeah.
Right. What they're gonna do is they're gonna switch Jokers. They're gonna think of the ideology of the Joker, and they've come to the conclusion the ideology of the Joker isn't I'm an anarchist. It's I like to fuck around and destroy people's lives. That's the point. That's the point of Joker. There's no ideological reason. Everyone tries to figure out why the Joker does it, when it's just as simple as he finds it funny.
He finds it funny.
My issue with Dark Knight and Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises, all that shit, is I'm not so much a Batman fan as I am a movie fan. And the fact of the matter is, these movies upset me because of how many people like them and how shit they are.
Yeah.
Or how average they are. I get so pissed because of just how average.
It's on YouTube videos. It's everywhere.
All of them are. And it's everywhere. And the thing is, it's not like we're trying, it's not like we're making this video to be just I mean, it's for fun too, but like, we're making this video because it's just stupid that no one thinks about this shit. Yeah. Okay? I'm sorry.
I mean, some people do, but not very many. Not many people say it.
No one addresses the problems with it because apparently it's some untouchable superhero gem, which is not. It's an okay movie made by an okay director, and it's unique. Sure, doesn't deserve an Oscar. Doesn't deserve any of the awards it got. It's okay action movie for Batman. The animated Batman movies beat this movie are just head and shoulders above this movie. Even the fucking one with Batwing was better.
Yeah,
that's That's Batwing.
Honestly, I think there are people who don't like this movie, and I think there are actually people.
Oh, there's someone.
The problem is that there's the zombie effect. where everyone just kind of goes with what the majority says. If people don't like Batman vs. Superman, well, then everybody has to hate Batman vs. Superman. If people love the Nolan Batmans, then everybody has to fucking love it. Because everybody loves it.
No, there were multiple actors that year who should have got an Oscar over Heath Ledger, just going to point that out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that performance does not warrant an Oscar. I get it. He was crazy and he was unique.
And it was sad that he died, but
I don't give a shit if you died. If you gave a performance that I can literally find from, like, there are multiple movies about serial kill that have fake fictional serial killers. They're done way better.
Yeah.
Completely way better. Yet this guy gets a pass because he's supposed to be like the gritty version of the comic books.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But fuck off, okay? I don't care.
Guys, it's not like I want to hate the Nolan movies. I don't. I'm a Batman fan. I'm a huge fucking Batman fan. I read comics. Goblin knows how big of a Batman fan I am. Yeah. And it's not like I don't want to love this movie. I'm sure this goes for you too. You don't want to hate the movie. No one wants to hate a movie. But the fact is like, I don't enjoy what they did with this universe and what they did with what Nolan did with the Batman universe. I don't enjoy any of it. There's not one element that's amazing. There's elements that I can take or leave, like Gordon and shit. But like, there's no elements that I'm like, yes, this is better than the source material. In Ben Affleck's Batman, this Batman is better than the comic book Batman in some cases for me.
Yeah. So bottom line is, the Ben Affleck Batman movie and all of the villains that are involved and attached to that Ben Affleck movie and every character attached to that Batman universe looks to be very good to us.
Yeah.
And the Nolan versions can go die in a hole.
Right in that.
I'm Goblin and Green.
I'm Anarchy, bringing you the chaos as always. This is us talking about nerdy stuff. As usual, we're doing Batman vs. Batman, so I hope you guys enjoyed our little rant and talk here.
Little.